How do you answer that question?
You can feel it the moment it shifts. The smile fades, the posture changes. A flicker of disbelief crosses their face, and suddenly, the whole interview turns into a showdown.
What on earth are you on about?
These are the moments they snapped.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And by the end of this video, you'll understand why some interviews become infamous.
To give you a direct statement right there is me playing a game that I'm not interested in playing.
Okay,
to give you a direct statement right there.
It started as a friendly conversation. Matthew McConaughey, smiling and relaxed, talked about watching tennis star Novak Djokovic courtside. Then came the jab.
Yeah, I was happy to be in his box. Got to sit behind his parents, which was really awesome to see them when he brings them up and where they started. An anti-vaxxer?
So, yeah. Just so you know.
Joy Behar leaned in, turning the lighthearted story into a jab at McConaughey's friend. Before he could respond, she switched gears and hit him with a loaded question.
Do you think you would get elected in Texas being anti-gun?
Do I think I could get elected in Texas being anti-gun?
You could see McConaughey stiffen. He didn't raise his voice, he didn't roll his eyes, but his next line was razor sharp.
Do I think I could get elected in Texas being anti-gun? One thing about if me in politics is to give you a direct statement right there is me playing a game that I'm not interested in playing.
Okay,
to give you a direct statement right there.
Translation, you tried it. I'm not playing along. But that wasn't the only time a Hollywood star had to draw the line mid-interview.
Here's the thing, Peter. You're stepping over a line now.
Tom Cruise has done hundreds of interviews in his career. But when one reporter crossed into personal territory, asking if Nicole Kidman was the love of his life, he snapped.
Was Nicole the love of your life?
What do you mean, Peter?
The reporter kept pressing, mentioning their 10-year marriage, their children, and whether they still spoke.
I mean, how do you
answer that question?
She's someone that I plan on getting married again.
Cruise stayed calm, but you could see the fire building behind his eyes.
And do you have a relationship where you talk, it's a parenting relationship, and talk professionally about each other's work?
Then he shut it down.
You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are. Put your manners back in.
He didn't storm off. He just drew a boundary and made the entire world hear it. But the next celebrity didn't get angry. She got blindsided.
You don't want to talk about that either, right?
Oh, God.
Lindsay Lohan was promoting a movie. That's all. But David Letterman turned her appearance into a punchline about rehab.
Aren't you supposed to be in rehab now? How many times have you been in rehab? And how long will you be in rehab? What are they rehabbing, first of all? What is on their list?
Lohan tried to steer things back to her film, but the questions kept coming. Her smile turned stiff. Her voice shook. She even reminded Letterman,
"We didn't discuss this in the pre-interview."
But it didn't matter. She was forced to sit there, laugh politely, and power through an interview that mocked her at her most vulnerable. It was supposed to be a comeback moment. Instead, it became a cautionary tale. And she's not the only one who's had to endure cruel jokes about things that cut deep.
I think this is all a big fucking joke, but this is we're here. We don't need to be here. We're here to try and sell the movie. We're not here to be your fucking friend. Don't laugh like you're my friend, okay?
It's one thing to make a joke. It's another to disguise an insult as a question. Jonah Hill knows that all too well. For years, interviewers asked him whether being unattractive helped him be funny.
Jonah, do you think it's important to be unattractive to be funny?
What the man?
One even asked,
"Are you the fat guy in Hollywood still, or is everybody like look at you and they're like, oh wow, you know, this is great, now you're healthy"?
Do you have any other questions?
Hill tried to be gracious, but when a host commented on how surprisingly good he smelled, Hill had had enough.
First of all, you smell good, which is surprising.
Why is that surprising?
I don't know. I just wouldn't think of a guy who would have a nice scent on, and
that's such a like. I'm gonna really work hard to not take that as a shot. You know what I mean?
And not all dismissive comments are obvious. Some are dressed up as compliments. Just ask Christina Hendricks. Christina Hendricks is known for her role in Mad Men and for being a vocal advocate for body positivity. But that doesn't mean she wants to be reduced to a label. In one interview, a reporter praised her as an inspiration for full-figured women.
You have been an inspiration as a full-figured woman. What is the most inspiring story that you can remember where you've inspired someone?
Hendricks gave a brief smile and tried to move on. But then the same question came again, almost word for word. And that's when she shut it down.
You've been known as an inspiration for women, as being a full figure. What is the most...
I mean, it just said, you just said it again. It's just sort of...
It wasn't loud, it wasn't dramatic, but it said everything. But not every shutdown is subtle. Some hit like a truck. Tom Hardy was asked point blank.
I find it hard for celebrities to talk to media about their sexuality.
He blinked, stared at the reporter, and simply said,
What on earth are you on about?
When the interviewer tried to double down, Hardy leaned in. And that was it. Hardy dismantled the question so completely, there was nowhere left to go.
Are you asking me about my sexuality?
Sure.
Why?
Why?
Thank you.
Okay.
But it didn't end there. In another press event, a different interviewer asked why there were so many women in Mad Max Fury Road. Hardy, again, shut it down without a smirk.
But I just wanted to ask you, as you were reading the script, did you ever think, why are all these women in here? I thought this was supposed to be a man's movie.
No. Not for 1 minute.
And while Hardy used directness, other celebrities used sarcasm like a weapon. Anne Hathaway's interview began with a seemingly innocent comment about how great she looked in her catsuit.
You are in phenomenal shape.
Thank you.
You're very
gracious.
You're always in great shape, but you had to make sure you were in perfect shape for this one, didn't you?
Then came the questions.
Is there a certain regimen you put yourself through in terms of the diet? What is the feline fitness regime? Any particular workout?
Are you trying to lose weight?
Finally, Hathaway snapped.
No, seriously, we have to talk about this. What do you want? Are you trying to fit into a catsuit?
Megan Fox faced the same kind of weird energy. A male interviewer tried to flirt mid-interview, calling her silly, saying every man must be in love with her. Fox didn't smile.
I don't know if there's I don't know if there's a man alive who's not in love with you in some way.
You're so silly.
You know what am I really?
You're a silly man.
No, I'm not silly at all.
You're a silly man in a checkered shirt.
I am not. Wow.
He laughed nervously. She didn't. But if you thought that was awkward, wait until reality itself starts breaking down.
None of this is real?
Nope.
At New York Fashion Week, Jim Carrey showed up with a mission to challenge reality itself.
Got really dressed up for the occasion. You look good.
No, I didn't
that an
get dressed
accident?
up. I didn't get dressed up.
Who did?
There is no me.
There's no you.
No.
We're not here. This is a dream.
There's just things happening.
When the reporter tried to steer the conversation, Carrey cut her off.
Yeah.
So what's happening in our world right now? Because there is a lot of news that actually is relevant that's not that
Here's
uplifting.
the thing. It's not our world.
None
That's
of this
the
is
key.
real?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through.
matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
There's the good news.
It was surreal, funny, uncomfortable, and very real. Carrey later explained he was in the midst of an existential crisis, and for a moment that interview became something more than awkward. It became a philosophical breakdown, but the next shutdown, it was personal. Michael B. Jordan was on the red carpet when a reporter greeted him like an old friend.
And, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark. Okay.
Jordan stared at her.
Okay.
Corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No,
She tried to walk it back, but he didn't let it slide. And then his Creed 3 co-star Jonathan Majors showed up. You could feel the tension multiply.
Isn't this the sexiest man show off right here? Who's the sexiest man? Because now who's the sexiest man? Because I thought you said you're on the way up. He might be the one.
RDJ was promoting Avengers when the interviewer shifted into a trap, asking about addiction, incarceration, and political views.
I'd really like to ask you about a quote you gave to the New York Times. And I don't want to pry, so if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But what you said to the New York Times once was, it was after your incarceration, and you said, you can't go from a $2,000 a night hotel suite to a penitentiary and understand it and come out a liberal. Does that mean you're not a liberal, or that you came out of prison not being a liberal?
Are we promoting a movie?
Downey tried to stay professional, but then he stopped mid-sentence. He took off his mic, stood up, and walked out.
What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions, that's all.
Right.
Okay, that's okay.
Bye.
Thank you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Take your mic.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Later, he called the journalist a bottom feeder and said, "We're promoting a movie. This has nothing to do with your creepy dark agenda." And just like that, the interview was over.